Today we're going to do a brake job on a 2007 Honda Element. First thing you're going to need is a 17mm wrench and a 12mm wrench. You're going to use the 17 to hold the back nut and then a 12 to break it loose. Same thing over here. Hold it, break it loose, and then let's just remove them. All right, set that aside. This one came out pretty easy. So now we're gonna take the caliper off. Just kind of pull and twist. There we go. We're gonna have to push that piston in a minute. Let's pull off our brake pad, the inner one. As you can see, here's the squeaker sensor, the wear bar, and it goes at the bottom. And then this one here goes on the top, and it's got the pads here, these squeak sensors. And this one doesn't have one, but I believe it should. Let's look at the new one. I'm using Honda factory. And it looks like, yes, there's two here. So this here is some lubricant. A little goes a long way. So, and if you look at this, there's a little tab right there, a little hole right there. So that's where we're going with that one. So I'm going to put a little bit on here, spread it around. This will keep your brakes from squeaking and vibrating. So here we go. There we go. That one's on just fine. And then let's go ahead and put this one on. All right, we'll spread this around. Set that on. There we go, we're done. Next thing I want to do is I want to push this piston in. And I'm going to use my piston depressor tool. I'm going to use one of the old pads. And then I'll use just a piece of flat metal to take up the space there. There's a lot of different piston depressors. This is just one I have. So as I turn it, the piston is pushing in. If I don't do this, my new pads, because they got more material on them now, they're not going to fit inside there. So this is really no big deal. Piece of cake how to do it. As you can see, it's not that difficult. All right, so we're good there. All that's good. So next thing is we're going to just clean it off with a little brake cleaner. That's that. We're going to put the new pads in. We're also going to put just a little bit of lubricant on any portion that hits metal to metal. So just a little there and a little there. Let's clean it up. Make sure you don't get any of this on the pad. So now this will sit on the pad. And we're going to do the same thing to the other one here. Just ever so slightly here. There we go. You notice my hands are really, really dirty, but my pad is really, really clean. You don't want any of this grease on the pad. All right, so that's on. I'm going to put just a little bit there and there. Our next step is to put the piston caliper on, put the bolts in, and tighten the bolts. That one's going in fine. Just make sure they go in hand tight. You don't want to strip it here, and you'll have a lot of problems. That went in nicely. It may not always go in that nicely. So we're gonna tighten it down. We're gonna hold the 17 millimeter and torque down to 12. Same thing over here. There we go. Now, I'm going to put the wheel on, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to pump the brake pedal. Make sure you pump the brake pedal, otherwise you'll take off and you'll have no brakes.